Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
To throw is Nix. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now an audible here into something else. They'll go play action with Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up, because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one caught by Pope. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Cardinals at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by Harrison, right side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and now it's 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Off the play fake. Sherman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They run over center with Benson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
In motion right, that's Harrison. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Benson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him because right now,
touchdown, Cardinals! Jalen Polk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Nix. He's got him in, complete. He's to the 15, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Drake London with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have regained the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now 2nd and 3. Off play action. Sherman. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Broncos 10, Cardinals 7.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it 14-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Kamara. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, here's Nix. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
From the gun on third down, Sherman. Now this complete to Polk. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this.
Oh, and his early struggle. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, set.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On play action, here's Nix. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's London. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Kamara will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Operating from the gun, Sherman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Looking to throw, Sherman. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Nix.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Take go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Benson is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready up. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Second and a couple.
Go. Street.
Operating from the gun, Sherman. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Looking to throw. Sherman. Flushed out right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Broncos 17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go street.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Sherman. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That one deep for London. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw. Nix. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next score, Broncos 24, Cardinals 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake. Sherman.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Kamara up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and 5.
Back to throw. Nix. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the cart taking it right down Broadway. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Nix from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking to throw. Nix. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one a product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A give left side for Benson. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1 yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Sherman.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, set.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off play action. Sherman sliding out of the pocket, fighting through pressure. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
To throw from his end zone. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. A handoff here to Benson. A little juke. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Another run here with Benson.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Benson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, check that, street.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Sherman. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing Nix.
His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Nix.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run over center with Benson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
They'll go again with Benson.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told. But they're still looking at a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Able to find Mims.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Nix to the air.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason races.